So it is July 3rd, 2022. And there's the lovely Miss Tracy. Hi. Yeah. So a couple of points about homelessness that I think people are not beginning to understand.
At all.
One of the things that I hear in the media, now, if I was so fucking crazy or so drug addicted, it would be a hard time maintaining any kind of coherent thought or pattern. Yet, my YouTube channel has like almost 200 videos made over the course of 5 or 7 years or something. So there's some sort of thread of similarity. You can't blame it on that. And when I was crazy and drug addicted, I was always employed.
And you had money.
And I had money.
We were never homeless.
The biggest thing I face when I need to get employment, whether I'm housed or not, and I never really realized this, is that although I look like a Greek god, I am going to be 63 next week. That number, when your age hits the fives, you're over. You better have your job, because you ain't changing work then. But the homeless problem, the people down there in LA have a homeless problem. Well, yeah, they do, but which people? It's not the citizens of Los Angeles who have a problem with those cockroach homeless people. It's the fucking people that are homeless
that have the
who have a problem. And while panhandling, which irritates everybody in the car, fuck them. We sit here and we watch. There's a Beamer, there's a fucking Lexus, there's a Mercedes, there's a Maserati, and these motherfuckers
Teslas
can't bust. Oh, and Teslas.
Lots of Teslas.
Wow, Elon, you are kicking ass at 100 G's per. Fucking A. No wonder you're going to be the first trillionaire. Anyone who could afford a $100,000 car or more could bust a 20 any day, not even thinking about it. There's so many people that we see that are in the ultra-rich range, they could bust 100 every fucking day with no sweat. They would never even notice. They're making that much. In the time that it takes them to reach in out of their wallet, get the money, and give it to you, their bank accounts have already churned out that much interest. But so there's really no excuse why pretty much everybody couldn't bust a buck. You know what? $1. That will solve your social guilt. And then, pretty soon, you won't see homeless people. Because it wouldn't take that many dollars to get them the fuck up out of there. As far as the crazy drug addicted thing, okay, another fucking excuse. But there's this media thing and then there's a certain percentage of chronically homeless people that like being on the street. No, incorrect. Now, why you fucking assholes would listen to the mainstream media about homeless people, but you know those motherfucking soulless pieces of shit lie to you about everything else? Well, you just want to jump on their little bully bandwagon? You're going to fucking because out of all the people in society you would pick on, oh, don't let it be BLM or Antifa, although they ripped your fucking cities up a little while ago. You're going to pick on the people that need help the most, the helpless. You pick on helpless people? Oh, no? Well, why are you fucking picking on homeless people?
Always.
There's not anybody, not one homeless person wants to live on the street. Doesn't it tell you something when maybe they are offered some kind of fucking housing of a shelter, of which you guys have no clue about, or a Project Room Key, and you think, well, why would they turn down that and live on the street unless they liked it there? No. What it is, it's better the devil you know. It's all of those things from the nonprofits. Oh, nonprofits sound so charitable. Yeah, that just means they're not paying taxes, like churches.
Right. That's all it is.
They're not. They have so many conditions and rules and fucking bullshit, and they got scumbags that work for them that are enforced. These are untrained idiots that most of them came from the ranks of being helped themselves, and they just decided to suck up to their masters and get a job with them. And so they're using this just like every other fucking sandwich making panda slinging person when the pandemic. Are you going to put it on your mouth? They all want to tell somebody what the fuck to do. Nobody just wants to do their job and shut the fuck up. They're all people that are power hungry, because the littler you are on the scale, and the more you want to get back out society by being a big boss. And it's like, you know what, motherfucker? Even if you had that power, do you honestly think a 60-something-year-old ex-convict, homeless motherfucker that has no vested interest in following the rules is going to follow your plebeian rules? Are you a cop? No? Well, then fuck off.
Yeah.
But they always come with conditions. That's the problem. No one ever thinks, they'd rather be on the street than there. Wonder what's so terrible about there.
Yeah.
We already know what's terrible about the streets. You don't.
Right.
But you definitely don't know what's terrible about their their housing. Meanwhile, these nonprofits just keep sucking the billions. The torrent of money flowing into Hope in the Valley and Los Angeles Family Housing and even LASA and all, from private donations, from federal subsidies, state subsidies, and thanks to the pandemic and great Gavin Newsom, they all came up on massive fucking amounts of real estate worth a shit ton of money.
Yep.
They turned around. As soon as they got the fucking Super 8, they had that less than 6 months before they kicked everybody out for no reason, without any kind of due process that they are fucking legally obliged to do. And they had me arrested. Then they sold it and speculated and came up with millions. Just a little tink. And they've got places like that all over Los Angeles County.
Sure.
Every one of these fucking companies is so horrible. Now, we never signed any kind of rules. There was never any, walk-in room inspection rules that were implemented while we were there, except for the last couple weeks when LA Family Housing just felt like walking into people's rooms, whatever they wanted, because they had the key. Our door was locked, and I had the bar across it. When you are behind a locked door in California, asleep, and somebody breaks in your room after you've said go away, there's only one way to look at that, and that is felony fucking breaking and entering. But they don't have breaking and entering in California anymore. You could have a burglar, but he has to take something, or he has to have a criminal intent. So what happens when some asshole just wants to break in, use your bath, and then fucking shit on your kitchen floor and then split without taking nothing? That's not a crime. That's because California's a faggot state, and they've done away with any kind of crimes that deal with other people, only against the state. But so it's still, though, bottom line is that kind of a situation, which happened exactly like that to us, is a felony breaking and entering. And then, when I told the cops that, what did they do? They arrested me for trespassing, although there was no kind of fucking court process about kicking us out. Nothing. And that is code. Civil fucking legal code. They have to do this. And when I told the cops that, showed them in writing the fucking code numbers, everything, they go, well, he said they don't have to do that. The cops are taking their words for it. So,
instead of following the law.
And now, we've had friends betray us and burn us, family, the same thing. We think but it's expensive to be homeless. And then these motherfuckers.
So who has
So,
time for drugs?
you
Nobody.
know, yeah, it's not the fucking homeless creating problems in America. I don't give a fuck. There's one woman in Sherman Oaks who said on her camera she saw people doing things. There's all kinds of crime going on in Los Angeles.
Not just homeless
Yeah,
people.
but she has no fucking clue by looking at their video that any of those people were homeless. When I was working all the time and had good money, I always dressed like a homeless person anyway, because that's just how I like. Because it didn't used to be homeless. That's just the way you did it in the 60s and 70s. You know? Holes in your Levi's, tennis shoes, hat flipped backwards in a t-shirt. That's my fucking dress code. And it's been that way for 40 years, 50 years. So people just take this shit. Oh, I read in Google or in the newspaper or whatever that this woman, the homeless people were picking on this one. Yeah, but let's go back to the premise. How the fuck do you know any of the people on this woman's video thing were homeless? It's just ridiculous. And then how do you know any of those people even existed? Because CNN, MSNBC, CBS, ABC, NBC, whatever, all of them, Google, Yahoo, they're all a big bunch of fucking liars to the point to where they will stage an event with people they have to hire from the street to come in and play a role with a script, and that's how they create this witness of a crime event. And it's like, come on, you motherfuckers. You know, it's one thing to lie about something, but to actually stage the lie, to reenact it under the auspice of being true? Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
So, you people, when you hear anything about homeless,
Don't ever think
don't think it's correct.
Yeah.
You better investigate first, because I probably was subject. I never picked on homeless people though, because I was always the anti-bully, champion of the underdog, always. Because who needs to defend the big fucking people? They already got their shit.
Yeah.
The people that need defending are the people that are smaller than you. That was what America used to be about. It was about taking up for your neighbor, helping them raise the barn roof, doing what the fuck ever you needed to get along and have a healthy society around you. Because who wants to have all the money in the world? I'm living in paradise. And meanwhile, around me is scorched earth, fucking ruin and wrecked shit. And everybody's miserable. Oh, let's take the limo for a ride. And you go out your compound gates like you're in Encino. And you go see a bunch of living skeletons walking around with fucking pussy sores on their face. Is that the world you love? And are you satisfied with that world where you go into your walled home and you think, oh, well, everything's fine? It's not fine. I'm about to have my birthday. She just had hers. And even if we had a ton of money right now, yeah, we could use it. We could spend it. We'd just go through it like fucking idiots. Because what is there to hope for? Especially when you ignorant bunch of fucking just multitude of idiots, you don't know anything about the World Economic Forum, about fucking Bill Gates, Fauci, all these people. You think everybody's conspiracy theorists. Oh, those fucking... You better wake up, motherfuckers. It is that way. It's the truth. So, you know, I'm just putting in these once in a while corrections since nobody else is saying just shit. I look at all these other videos with homeless people. They're not even telling you the problem. Maybe they don't even know it. But I do, because I've had a lot of time to sit out there and think. And you know what I think? I think if one of you motherfuckers comes up and talks, oh, why don't you get a job again? I'm going to smash you in the face.